So I think one of the main things I think I regretted from my past was, I guess, always caring. There's kind of like lots of ways it's impacted my life, but always caring about what other people thought of me. Whenever I was younger, that meant that I was, um, you know, basically, even though I kind of was more into like acting or interested in like filmmaking stuff like this, I was still like trying to go down like a science route or whatever. And I was doing like lots of like maths and science subjects, and I went to university to study computer science, and I didn't care about any of that stuff at all. And yeah, it meant that I got to like age whatever, like 19 or 20 or something, probably 19. Before then, I was kind of like, oh shit, okay, I got to do something different because, this is like ass. This is terrible. Um, so I wish I didn't. I feel like, I mean, now I don't view it the same way, but for a long time I viewed it as, wow, my life would have been like so much easier if I just figured this out sooner instead of having to go through all this stuff and go to university and stuff studying computer science and then just being like, oh shit, like I don't care about this. Because the reason I was basically doing it was because one, I didn't, I felt I would be tying my self worth to what I was doing. So it's like, basically chasing social status of like, oh yeah, I'm doing maths and physics and yada yada for A level, and yeah, I'm going to do computer science and be a computer scientist and get a master's. But then whenever I was actually studying it, I was like, I do not care about this at all, and I'm also doing badly in it because I just don't want to study it at all. And so, yeah, I was tying my self worth to what I was doing, and then I didn't think I was good enough to do, like definitely not YouTube or acting or filmmaking, anything like that. I didn't think I was good enough for any of that stuff. Yeah, because I was just like so worried about what other people were thinking about me, which I think is pretty common in schools. Like I feel like school is quite a, I don't know what way. I guess it's because everyone's so young, but that environment, it's just like everyone is very caught up in what everyone else in their class or in their years.
Yeah, I think also the way it's like the focus on like grades and stuff kind of gets people in the mindset of like comparing themselves. So I
Exactly.
don't think that helps. Yeah.
Definitely not. Yeah, everyone's constantly comparing grades, and there's always those guys that are doing the hardest subjects and getting all A's. And I guess in school, it's just like this weird world where that's just all you see is just like other people and grades, like
Yeah.
like other students and grades, and it's just like that's the only thing.
You don't
It's like
see
what
the
subjects you're doing and
you,
what grades. Yeah.
you don't really see like a lot of people you wouldn't see their kind of like more private life or like their struggles. So you might think, oh, they're like perfect, I guess.
Pretty much, yeah. Which now looking back on, that's really not the case. But at the time, it feels like it. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, these guys are just geniuses and perfect, and they do this, this, and that, and get like all A stars. And I guess I just kind of wanted to be like that. Basically, I was making like these big, massive like life decisions based off how I wanted my social status to appear in school, which is, I honestly, I think a lot of people do that. I think that's very common. And then also, it's not even necessarily just social status for people, but also just people really wanting to fit in, which is also what I was doing as well. Is that because there wasn't really like, especially out of my friend group, there wasn't anyone else who was doing anything different. Like pretty much everyone was doing those kind of science and math subjects and doing well. So it was like, well, I've got to do this too. Um, Whereas, yeah, things would have been a lot different if I'd stopped caring about that sooner. But I don't know, you got to go through this stuff to learn it. So that's why I'm over it. If you go watch my videos, you'll see that I'm
Yeah.
over it.
Watch the videos. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm plugged in my videos, guys.